you can't keep putting what you want last. Okay. So you are going to feel guilty when you start prioritizing yourself. You are going to probably disappoint some people or piss off some people. You may even lose some contacts, right? Some relationships for a little bit. They may go quiet because you're starting to show up as a different version of yourself, like a self-respecting version of yourself. Okay. So let me go ahead and get into this. And I'm going to share with you like a baby step, just something I've done this week for myself. And maybe you can see yourself doing something like this. Maybe you already are doing something like this, but nonetheless, I really just want to share this personal thing um, as a like my own story, just as an example, and maybe it's a good next step for you. So my husband, he's in Germany this week. Today's Friday. He left for Germany on Monday, and he gets back Sunday. And ever since we got back from Finland, I talked about that in my last video if you want to check it out, some breakthroughs I had through there. But ever since we got back from Finland, I have really had like just some amazing downloads. One, like since I said yes to myself and invested in this women's retreat coming up that I'm really excited about, it's like, I just want to say this side note. Whenever you say yes to what you want and you invest in becoming like the next best version of yourself and just like, your growth, you get downloads and breakthroughs and aha moments and just like a whole new awakening because you are telling your soul, your inner child that I matter too. My needs matter too. I love me too. I'm finally showing up for me. So then you get so much clarity that comes, right? So that was the first thing. I said yes. I invested in this retreat. I'm super excited to go to it. And then all the downloads started pouring in for what I want to create for my community. This program that I'm working on that I'm going to launch in October. And like just so many creative downloads came in for my coaching practice and my coaching business and some amazing things I'm working on behind the scenes. So I just got this new reinvigoration of how I want to show up and help women, how I want to serve them. So clear and just really excited. And I haven't had that type of breakthrough, honestly, in like over a year. So it felt really good to just get this clarity. But here's the thing with clarity and next steps of, doing things to really like step into this next chapter of yourself, you're going to have to open up space. I'm just talking like tangibly here. You're going, like some things are going to change within your availability and with your schedule. So for example, my daughter normally goes to her in-home daycare, which she's living her best life there 3 days a week. I needed her to go every single day this week. One, my husband's out of the country, and two, not just like I wanted her to go because I needed the help, but because personally, I just find it easier to do solo parenting. I feel like the toddler, the child's behavior is so much more better and cooperative. But I just needed time to work on, this program that I really want to present in a couple of months. And it's a lot of work. Like it's a lot of behind the scenes work. So I needed the days. And so here I am. Here's my point. I was telling myself the story of why are you doing that? Your husband's, out of town for 7 days. That's not good sending her to daycare all, every day this week. Why are you like, putting your business first and, she is going to miss you and she needs you and all this stuff, right? So I was just starting to feel a little bit guilty, just like, am I making the right decision? I'm feeling a little bit selfish. And then I snapped out of it. I snapped out of it and I stepped into my power after like spiraling and ruminating on like this guilt of, she needs you. I snapped out of it and I woke up and realized that, my inner child, my own child, and then just like my mission in the world of like the women I serve, actually me doing this, right? Asking for extra support, paying for extra support, this and being this example of really stepping into like doing these hard things that I need to do, like this is actually setting a really good example for her, even though my daughter, she doesn't understand it, but like just for me, for just how I show up, and my daughter's living her best life daycare. She's having a lot more fun with her buddies and with her pals than she is with, just me. Like we have a good time, but trust me, she's in very well taken care of there. Very more playful there than here. So I know I'm rambling a little bit, but I just wanted to share this personal story, this, stuff I've been going through this week, because are you a mom like me, or are you taking care of somebody else, or do you have these other responsibilities or obligations, whether it's a serious project or this person you're taking care of, or, someone who's expecting you to show up at this thing this week, but you're just like, no, you need to focus on a bigger purpose and like a more like important thing that really means something to you and that really feeds your soul. I hope that makes sense. I'm not just speaking to the moms here. I mean, this is probably more relatable if you're a mother, but I'm also speaking to you if you're not a mom. How often have you had worked those extra 2 hours for your company when you really wanted to go to the gym? How often have you said yes to this friend who, really wants you to go out to this happy hour when you really just need to stay home and like take a bubble bath and have some hot tea and read a good book or watch a good show and then go to bed at 10, So the story we tell ourselves about upsetting somebody or feeling guilty when you thought you were going to do this, but really you need to do this instead. Like I'm telling you, it's this little stuff that continues to keep you just, playing like hiding in life. Just like suppressing who you really want to be, who you really are. And just, your potential, how the life you want to live. So I hope that this is landing and making sense. I mean, if it is, please like help me out here. Let me know. Give this video a thumbs up. Share a comment with me below. Like, how is this relating to you in a current situation in your life right now? Are you telling yourself a story that I'm too busy or I'm so overwhelmed and I don't have time for me because I have XYZ? Like, where do you need to really just interrupt this story and cut out some things or ask for support in something and really start stepping into the woman you really want to be? Because listen, you are worth the time. You are worth the money if you need to invest money. Yeah, you want to do it responsible, not like, get yourself in a tough situation, but you are worth the time to, not work 15 hours, today. Like you do deserve more. But you are going to have to make these calls and these decisions for your life, yourself, because nobody else is going to do it. Not your spouse, not, your friend, not this, amazing, boss, not this, whatever. Like you have to step in and advocate for yourself. If you really want to create these things, if you really want to create this life you want, or have this experience you want, or really, fulfill this potential or this gift, or show up in this, whatever way it is that you want, like you have to give yourself permission. And you're going to have to be okay, maybe disappointing somebody for a little bit. All right. If that's even the case, it may not even be. I just think right now, more than ever, especially if you have been taking care of other people and just other things in your life that haven't really taken care of you or, provided value to you in any way, that's just really just been, draining and exhausting. Like now is the time to say no more to that. and make some very self-honoring decisions and really just start valuing yourself and proving to yourself this, this part of you who's been neglected for so long or just on the sidelines for so long. Like, you got to start proving to her by the actions you take that no, you're worth it. Okay. So anyway, I hope that this is landing. If it is, give it a thumbs up. And, stay tuned. I mean, definitely subscribe and stay tuned, because I am going to be sharing some things coming up in the next couple of videos on how to, subscribe to the wait list of this really amazing experience that I'm working on that I'm going to launch in October. So if you're interested and you want to be one of the first to know about it, I will have a newsletter link. I don't have it right now. I'm working on all the tech behind the scenes stuff to have that ready for you soon. Okay. Again, I hope this was helpful. I hope it spoke to your heart today. And yeah, that's it. That's it. That's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again in another video next week. Bye for now.